We have 2 games to go in this league season at Barcelona and we can still win the title. Let's get straight into it, shall we? Hello everyone, welcome to the channel and welcome to part 3 of my Barcelona future rebuild. We are at the penultimate game of the season. In the league, we are away at 3rd place Valencia, going into this game knowing that a win will put us top of the table. As you can see there, we are a point adrift of Real Madrid, having played 1 game less. This is that game in hand. But Valencia are in 3rd place and are a very formidable side. So it's going to be very, very tough. But a win here will put us top of the table. Our destiny will be in our own hands because then if we win the last game of the season, we are champions. But a defeat here means Real Madrid will remain on the top of the table. And a draw isn't even good enough to put us top either, because despite the fact we have a better goal difference than them, we have, I think, a 12 goal better goal difference than them, maybe 11. Can't remember exactly. But in Spain, it doesn't go on goal difference. Most countries is Pedro Porro puts it through to Ansu Fati, and Ansu Fati has put us 1-0 up on the 21st minute, 22nd minute. Ansu Fati right in front of the goalkeeper. And as you just watched this replay, I'll explain to you that in most countries, it goes on points and then goal difference. If you level on points, it goes to goal difference. In Spain, in La Liga, it's points. If you level on points, it goes to head-to-head. And Real Madrid have a better head-to-head than us this season. We've only got 1 point out of them in 2 games. So Valencia are through, and we've basically gifted Valencia back an equaliser straight away with some awful defending. The defence kind of just stood still. The throw-in from Amrani. Boehm just turned and the defence just sort of stood there and watched him. I have had to make changes for this game. Frankie de Jong is suspended, so I had to bring Pobega in as a defensive midfielder. And both of my centre-backs are absolutely knackered. Dokic and Araujo are both absolutely knackered. So I've started with Romero and Diouf in defence. I'm kind of hoping that our attack would be good enough to take the pressure off the defence. But maybe I should have played one of the first choice defenders despite the fact they were tired, rather than changing both of them. And his yield is to Capado, and the defence has just opened up again. But unfortunately for Valencia and for Capado, but very fortunately for us, he couldn't get his shot on target. So Valencia corner as we reach stoppage time at the end of the first half. Almeida swings it across. It's headed out as far as Yildiz. And Yildiz is going to get the shot away and he scores. Great finish from the edge of the area. Keenan Yildiz. And it's Valencia 2, Barcelona 1. Defence again not dealing with it. There was a header. I don't know who the header came from. It might have been a Valencia player. And yeah, the defence just sort of parted like the Red Sea. Like opened up, allowed him to have the shot. And we've reached the break. And it's Valencia 2, Barcelona 1. I've demanded a much better second half. And it's Amrani who throws it in. And Valencia are going to look to attack straight from the off. And I think if they get another goal, it kills off this game completely. Valencia playing some nice football. Almeida turns, runs through the defence, and then puts it over the bar. Our defence has been absolutely atrocious. Christoph give the ball away, but then regained it again. It's Pobega to Fulcioni. Fulcioni to Ansu Fati. Ansu Fati, ball over the top to Alvarez. Alvarez one-on-one with a goalkeeper and he scores! Julian Alvarez gets us level. I was looking at his rating for this game just literally a couple of seconds ago, thinking I'm going to take him off in a minute. He's only on a 6.3, but he's managed to get there ahead of the defence. And a nice little dink over the goalkeeper. And it's Valencia 2, Barcelona 2. And despite the fact that Alvarez wasn't playing very well, he has got us back into this game. I've made some changes in the defence. I brought Araujo and Balder on for Fulcioni and Diouf. Hopefully that will strengthen the defence enough to try and prevent Valencia getting another goal. But we still need a goal. We still need a winner. My last 3 changes, Torres, Szoboszlai and Pedri are on. We've gone very attacking for the dying stages of this game. But I don't think it's going to be enough. And it isn't. The game has finished Valencia 2, Barcelona 2. And we have pulled ourselves level on points with Real Madrid. But it's not enough to take us to the top of the table, as Madrid stay top on head-to-head. Which means the title race is out of our hands. As it stands, if Real Madrid win their last game of the season, they're champions. Because no matter what we do, we can go to Cadiz and win 20-0. If Real Madrid win 1-0, we can't do anything about it because goal difference doesn't matter. Well, that last result wasn't ideal, was it? It means we are second place and probably going to finish second like the media predicted in the first place. We are looking like we're going to be the bridesmaids yet again. But anything can happen. If we win and Real Madrid fail to win, then we'll be champions. They have slipped up a couple of times this season, so we'll see, we'll see. If we look at our results, the last time you were with me in part 2, we lost away to Real Madrid, 3-2 in the league on the 14th of February. And we did really look out of the title race there. It looked to be completely done. But you look at all the green in the league. We went on a lovely run of form. We were winning games quite convincingly, really. And it pulled us right back in there. Like I said, Real Madrid, they got a few draws that were unexpected. And it got us right back in the race. But the draw at Real Betis is one that cost us, really. We did have a penalty early on in the game. We missed that. We went 1-0 up in the second half, but then we gave it away, really. Albert scored with 6 minutes left. Got Betis to draw. And it was a game sandwiched in between the 2 PSG games in the Champions League semi-final. Because we reached the Champions League semi-final, I'll just get that bit in there as well. And basically, after losing the first leg to PSG 1-0 thanks to a goal from Mbappe got injured. We went into the second leg, and then this happened. And that VAR decision that ruled out the only goal we scored in the 2 games was enough to give PSG a 1-0 aggregate victory, and we didn't make the Champions League final. But it was a run to the semis, and I was quite happy with that. We did win some silverware, though. Finally getting one over on Real Madrid to win 1-0 at home in the second leg of the Copa del Rey semi-final. We went through on away goals after losing 2-1 in the first leg. And then we beat Sociedad 1-0. In the final. We then played Sociedad at home in the league. The next game won 7-3. So we saved it all for the league. So we've only dropped points twice since the defeat at Real Madrid. But that's not good enough. We're still in second. And even winning pretty much every game of the season or every game in the second half of the season may not be enough to topple Real Madrid. But one last little look at the league table. Real Madrid, top. 96 points, goal difference of plus 57. We're second, 96 points, goal difference of plus 69. Any other country, and we'd only need a win, and we'd win the league because our goal difference is so much better. But in Spain, you've got to have the better head-to-head record as well, and we do not. So, that's enough talking. Let's go and play a game of football and hope to at least hold up our end of the bargain and get a victory. And here we go. We are underway in our final game of the league season. And I'm a little bit disappointed, to be honest. Even if we win this game 10-0, Real Madrid win 1-0 and we lose the league title. Because I haven't... It was one of those saves when I started it that we're going to... I thought we were going to go 1-0 down early on. It was one of those saves when I started it that we didn't really have far to climb. You know, we'd been finishing second. So it was a possibility that we ended up making Barcelona worse. Bowder's header over the top. I haven't made them any worse because we are going to finish second at worst. So we're not any worse than we were, but we're not any better either. Although we did reach the semi-finals of the Champions League and we won the cup again. So I'm keeping the trophies coming in. I'm doing well in Europe and we're finishing second in the league at worst. So I've done an okay job, I suppose. The job will get more difficult next season, though. There are a lot of old players in this side, and they are influential players. They're team leaders. They're highly influential. And there's a ball over the top, and Julian Alvarez has slotted it home, and on the verge of half-time, Julian Alvarez has put Barcelona 1-0 up. And maybe there might not be a second season. Although I say that, but it's just flashed up that Real Madrid are 1-0 up against Bilbao. So, unless Bilbao can get an equaliser, there will be a second season. What I was saying was that there are a lot of older players in this team that will be very, very difficult to replace. And it may cost a lot of money to do so. But, back to this game. And we are slightly behind on XG, but we are ahead in the scoreline, and that is all that matters. It's Cadiz 0, FC Barcelona 1, and hopefully we can hold on to that lead. Bilbao will do us a favour in Madrid, and we will be champions today. Second half underway, and Cadiz are going to look to attack straight from the off. Ball over the top to the left-hand side. Breinberg will get there. Turns back to Arias. And the defence decided they don't want to tackle him. Give him a shot, and unfortunately for him, he couldn't get it on target. But they're going to come at us again. Bowder gains possession. Back to Araujo. De Jong. Araujo to Bowder again. Can't find his way through. Has to keep going back to the defence because he can't find his way through. De Jong. Great pass to Pedri, and Pedri's shot is tipped over the bar, although it looked like it was rising anyway, and I don't think he would have scored regardless. And it doesn't really matter what we do here because Real Madrid have just gone 3-0 up. And we are not going to win the title today. We're not going to win the title this season. And there will be a second season of my Barcelona future rebuild as I look to try and get Barcelona back to the top of La Liga. I was hoping I could manage to do it at the first attempt. And I almost did. It's gone down basically to head. We've got the better goal difference. We've got a better goal difference than them. In most countries we would be champions, but we're not. And I can't keep complaining about it because we're not. This is the rules of Spain, and we're going to finish second basically by a goal because they beat us 3-2 away from home. We get a draw there. The head-to-head's the same. And even if we were level on points, it would have gone to the goal difference instead. It hasn't. And we look back. Our only defeat this season has cost us the title. We've done absolutely brilliantly. And to be honest, I'm disappointed that we haven't won the title. But I've got to look at it that we've just finished the season on 99 points. With a goal difference of plus 70. And it still wasn't enough to win the title. We've lost one game all season. And it wasn't enough to win the title. Basically, what we need to do is we need to have an invincible season. And I think that's going to be the only way we manage to beat Real Madrid, to be honest. We may not have won the league, but I've won Manager of the Year. So that's something to be proud of, I suppose. 38 games in the league, an 81% win ratio, 814 manager points I got. So I am the Manager of the Year in Spain. Ilar Meslier was named Goalkeeper of the Year, 38 appearances, Only 22 goals conceded, 22 clean sheets, an average rating of 7.28. And Vladimir Dokic got the runner-up in the Player of the Year awards, an average rating of 7.32. Now, he was signed with next season in mind. If you remember at the start of this series, when I first signed him, I signed him as backup. He was going to be a squad player and then move into the first team next season. He's played a lot of games this season and he's been runner-up in the Player of the Year awards. We've also set quite a few records. There was a record low number of league defeats. The record highest points without winning the title. New average attendance set at Barcelona. And Meslier broke the record for the league for the amount of clean sheets, beating Jan Oblak, who got 21 clean sheets in 2029. 22 clean sheets. So now it's time to go and have a look at the squad planner and see what I need to do for next season. Start making plans, because next season I want to win the title. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. That is it for the season. And we will have to come back for a second season because we didn't manage to win the title. I can't believe that we lost it on head-to-head. Outrageous, isn't it? Outrageous. We had a much better goal difference as well. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell to know when future videos are going to be released. Comment below to say hi, and I will see you again very soon. Bye-bye for now.